Are your tracks too loud? I know it's a weird question because we're told that you should master your tracks to be radio ready. I say it here all the time. But did you know that you can make it so loud that the online streaming platforms will actually turn you down? Well, it's true. And in this video, I'm going to investigate loudnesspenalty.com, which is a concept that can help you understand how loud your track is and exactly what the penalty may be. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete, and this is Studio Live Today, where I help you create, record, and release your best music. So if you're into tips and tricks and tutorials about home recording, then consider subscribing. But today, we're looking at something interesting. If you've ever released your own music or considered releasing your music to Spotify and to Apple Music and all the streaming platforms, then you've probably been told that you need to master your songs. You need to make them nice and loud so that they'll be competitive with other songs that are being played on the platform. Well, that is true, but what happens when you actually make them too loud? Well, what can happen is that the online services will actually turn them down. Why? Because they don't want their listeners being blasted by another track. If they have a nice quiet track and then your track is so loud that they have to quickly turn their volume down, then they don't want that. So they put in a reduction, and this has sort of been colloquially known as the loudness penalty. So let's jump in now and explore loudnesspenalty.com, which is going to help us with this problem. So here we are, we're in the loudness penalty analyzer powered by meter plugs, and we can drag and drop an audio file here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in here and grab my recent song, the master of my song called Wasting Time. Now I thought I mastered this one pretty gently. I thought that I didn't actually go too nuts in terms of mastering. So we're going to drag this across and we're going to see what happens here. Oh, by the way, thanks to Chris Graham, who's a mastering engineer. He's a content creator. He's a very cool guy because he, I think, helped with, or didn't come up with, but assisted with this process. So I'll put a link to his channel up there and down there because you should be checking him out. All right, so here is my results in dB. What is going to happen to me here? YouTube is going to apparently turn me down 1.1 decibels. Spotify will turn me down 2.6. Tidal will go down 0.5, and Pandora will go down 2.1. So let's come down here, and iTunes is nothing. It says here iTunes penalty is a rough estimate. So if we come down here, what does this have some more information? So want to take control of the loudness penalty for your music, find out how to optimize your music for impactful, punchy playback, and maximum encode quality for all online streaming platforms, plus receive loudness penalty report for your file that explains the numbers in detail. So that's pretty cool. There's obviously a premium service that sits behind here, but that's a pretty cool thing to do, is to work out, will my music actually been turned down? I'm assuming I can hit the play button here and play back my tune. I can. So can I click these? Oh, I can. Oh, that's very cool. I can play it back, and it will actually play back how much each service will turn me down. That is really, really cool. I like it. I'm going to need to try another song. I'm going to find a master of a song where I did potentially crush it a little bit too much with the master and see if that is going to be turned down a bunch more. Let's take a look at that now. Let's grab my song Bully, because this is one where I do know that I mastered quite loud. We'll drag it across and start the analyzing. If you do want to check out my music, by the way, you can search Pete Johns on your favorite streaming platform, and you'll be able to listen to these songs in probably slightly lower volume, I'm learning now, by looking at this. And oh, here we go. Look at the penalty that I have here. I've clearly mastered this one too heavily because I'm going down by at least 5 dB across every platform we have. So let's hit the play button here and take a listen. So YouTube, it's turning me down. It's saying, Pete, you're too darn loud, like Huey Lewis in Back to the Future. Spotify, even lower. Tidal, and Pandora. So yeah, interesting. And iTunes as well, -5. So I'm being turned down quite a bit. So what is this teaching me, and what can I do differently? Well, I guess I'm actually just pushing things up a little bit too loud, and maybe I've been a victim of the loudness wars myself. Looking at these numbers, it looks like I may have been. So I need to work on this. I'm currently mastering some tracks, so I'm going to keep this in mind, and I'm going to use this in a future video. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to actually do a shootout between Lander, an online mastering platform, and my own mastering. So we're going to see whether the robot, the machine, can master better than me. And we'll jump in here and actually use this as a bit of a guide as well and see, because I'm interested to know what a lander master would actually do with these loudness penalties as well. So thanks again to Chris Graham. It was following him that put me onto this. If you're looking for a mastering engineer, he's a great one and a really cool dude as well. If you'd like to check out some more videos, there's 2 linked right down there. You can subscribe by clicking or tapping on the Studio Live Today icon, and I'll see you on the next video.